Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Aydeed bin Karim. My matrix number is CN190145. My supervisor name is Encik Shafawi bin Ismail, and I am from JTKM department, and I am from Faculty of Engineering Technology. So now I will present about my final year project, which is the title is to study on schedule waste management awareness among community at UTHM Parit Raja. So firstly, for the abstract, schedule waste management issue being highlighted in a higher educational institute started more than 20 years ago in developing countries. Previous studies shown there are many discrepancies during managing schedule waste, especially during segregation, transportation, storage, labeling and disposal. Thus, common poor practice being captured are contaminated container not properly labeled, expired chemicals stored incorrectly, normal waste contaminated with the scheduled waste, and laboratory waste not properly managed. Even though various initiatives have been carried out by environmental unit of OSHE department, but the non-compliance issue keep recurring year by year. Therefore, this present paper aims to examine on non-compliance practice during managing the scheduled waste and to propose recovery plan to mitigate or reduce the non-compliance issue. The outcome of the study will help UTHM management, especially OSHE department, to review the existing procedure and practice towards reducing schedule waste generated at campus. Also to conduct an awareness program to all community regards the process of managing the schedule waste in UTHM Parit Raja. So for the data analysis, I will use the SPSS software, which is to obtain descriptive statistic of the respondent demographic. The result from ANOVA show there was a statistically significant difference at the p smaller than 0.05 for a respondent of 53 to demographic of position, but depicted no significant difference for gender, age and educational background in their perception to the schedule waste management. So next, for the introduction, waste can be defined as unusable or unwanted material that been produced by any source. Schedule waste, or commonly known as hazardous waste, also is one of the waste categories that been produced from many resources. Schedule waste can be defined as any waste falling within the categories of waste listed in the first schedule of the environmental quality schedule waste regulation 2005. Malaysia is one of the countries which are involved in many industrial activities such as manufacturing, agriculturing, mining and constructing. That's no exception in producing the hazardous waste. UTHM generate 10 of the scheduled waste that have been listed in the environmental quality, which is total of 77 of the scheduled waste category. The improper management of the scheduled waste can lead to unhealthy environment, which can cause air pollution, water pollution, global warming and soil contamination. So for the literature review, characteristic of the scheduled waste can be divided by 5, which is toxicity, flammability, corrosiveness, radioactivity and infectious. This characteristic, if one of the material that consists one of these characteristic, it can be classified as a scheduled waste. Scheduled waste management can be divided by 4, which is first one is packaging the scheduled waste, and next labeling the scheduled waste, followed by its characteristic and its types, and next is storage of the scheduled waste, and lastly is disposal to schedule waste. The disposal of this schedule waste usually done by quality alam and quality alam. So next is the effect of the schedule waste. The effect of schedule waste for human body can be leukemia, bladder, lung, and stomach cancer. And for the environment, there are so many effects, which is can be contaminated soil, contaminated contaminated air, water pollution, and others. And lastly, the poor managing schedule waste issue. Poor managing schedule waste issue can be effect to spillage, soil contaminated container left under attend, and expired chemical. So for the methodology, this is methodology that I have been used for my research, which is, so this flow chart illustrate my methodology of completing this task and research. So my objective for the first one is to identify the type of the schedule waste generated at selected faculty laboratory, which is FKMP, FCAP, and biodiesel pilot plant. And then after we have done the problem statement, aim and objective, and methodology, we go through to the literature review and the questionnaire design. So for the pilot, if the pilot study for reliable test success, we will continue the data collection via questionnaire. But if it's unsuccessful, the questionnaire design will be retest again. So for the data analysis of my research via SPSS, which is statistical package for social science, and the result and discussion also will be used by the software SPSS. So for the last objective is to propose recovery plan to mitigate or reduce non-compliance while managing schedule waste among community. And then after the 3 objective achieved, I will done the report and finish the research. The next one is for result and discussion. This result obtained by using the software SPSS. For this result, in the SPSS there are ANOVA tests which can be used to calculate the difference between the variable. So for the first one, for the position category, there are non-academic staff have a higher understanding about the schedule waste management. The second one is gender. The gender and the age and education background did not affect the result because it has the slightly same of the data and the result. So for the conclusion, my objective one has been achieved, which is to 25 types of the schedule waste generated at the selected laboratory, which is in faculty FK, it consists 6 scheduled waste that generated by the laboratory, which is SW305, SW306, SW311, SW315, SW429, and SW430. And the next one is for the FKMP. The scheduled waste being produced is 4 categories, which is SW305, SW307, SW429, and SW430. And for the biodiesel pilot plant, there are only one types and category of the scheduled waste, which is SW430. So for the objective 2, my research also for objective 2 has been achieved, which is to examine non-compliance practice during management of scheduled waste. So the objective 2 can be achieved by doing a survey and a questionnaire, which is can be examine the management and the respondent that manage the scheduled waste, to know if they follow the rules of managing the scheduled waste or not. And the next one, to make the results stronger, I have been doing an interview to the person that have in charge to the scheduled waste management, and have asking her a few questions. So for the objective 3, also has been achieved, which is to propose recovery plan to mitigate or reduce non-compliance while managing scheduled waste among community. So all community, including staff and students, who are ready to approach the new knowledge about the scheduled waste to make sure community and the environment were always in maximum condition. So that's all from me. Thank you.